At first glance, this ancient creature might look familiar, like a long-lost cousin of today's pill bugs or horseshoe crabs. But don't be fooled. This is Dicronurus, a 400-million-year-old trilobite, and despite its uncanny resemblance to some modern animals, its story is one of evolutionary deception. Trilobites dominated Earth's oceans for over 270 million years, that's longer than the dinosaurs. And with their segmented bodies, hard exoskeletons, and spiny appendages, it's easy to see why we compare them to modern critters like isopods, aka roly-polies, or horseshoe crabs. But here's the twist, these similarities are mostly skin-deep, or should I say, shell-deep. Sure, they all have exoskeletons and scuttle around on the seafloor, but trilobites are on a completely different branch of the tree of life. Their closest living relatives. Well, that's where things get tricky. Unlike dinosaurs, which left us birds as their living heirs, trilobites left no direct descendants. They were part of an entirely extinct group called arthropods, but not the same lineage that gave rise to insects, spiders, or crustaceans. Their body plan was so successful that evolution copied it multiple times, a phenomenon called convergent evolution. Nature saw their design and said, yeah, that works. Let's try that again, but differently. So if trilobites were so tough, why did they disappear? The Permian mass extinction, aka the Great Dying, wiped out 90% of all life on Earth, including our armored friends. Horseshoe crabs and isopods. They got lucky. Today, trilobites exist only as fossils, beautiful, intricate time capsules of an ancient world, and while they may not have direct relatives, their existence reminds us that evolution is full of brilliant experiments, some that endure, and some lost to time. Okay, so trilobites aren't secretly isopods, but that doesn't make them any less incredible. In fact, some of their adaptations were downright bizarre. Take Wallaceurops, for example. This trilobite had a freaking trident on its head. Scientists still debate whether it was for defense, mating displays, or just to look metal. And then there's Amphix, a trilobite with a spiky tail so long, it might have used it like a third leg to tripod up in currents, sensing prey like an ancient underwater antenna. Talk about sci-fi. Now, you might be thinking, cool fossils, but why should I care? Well, trilobites are like nature's ultimate experiment, a blueprint for how life solves problems. Their eyes, for instance, had lenses made of calcite crystals, forming some of the earliest complex vision on Earth. That's right, they basically had rock glasses. Studying them helps us understand evolution's trial runs, what works, what doesn't, and how life rebounds after catastrophe. And hey, if you've ever eaten shrimp or watched a ladybug fly, you're witnessing the legacy of arthropods that did survive, unlike our trilobite buddies. But here's the wildest part, trilobites might still be tricking us. In 2021, scientists found a 390-million-year-old trilobite fossil preserved mid-molt, literally caught in the act of shedding its shell. That's like finding a dinosaur fossil mid-sneeze. These ancient fakers keep revealing secrets, one fossil at a time. So while they're gone, they're not forgotten. Every new discovery peels back another layer of their mystery, and reminds us how much we don't know. Which brings us back to Dicronurus. No, it's not your roly-poly's great-great-great-grandpa. But in a way, it's something even cooler, a masterpiece of evolution's imagination, one that thrived, vanished, and left us puzzles to solve. So next time you see a horseshoe crab or roll a pill bug between your fingers, remember, they're not trilobite descendants, just nature's way of saying, good idea. Let's run it back.